And ABC senior investigative reporter Aaron Katersky and ABC's Kenneth Moten join me live now with more on this. Kenneth, we're seeing President Biden right now there in Buffalo, New York, at the scene of where this happened. What are we expecting to hear from the president during this visit today?
Yes, as we see the president and the first lady there at the memorial at Tops Market paying their respects. They will offer their condolences and their support to the families after this moment. They're expected to spend at least a couple of hours with the 10 families left behind after those victims were taken there at that supermarket. You see the governor, Kathy Hochul of New York, there also laying some flowers. Both senators for the state of New York, Chuck Schumer, the Senate Majority Leader, and Senator Gillibrand also right behind her there. It has been obviously understated a tough time for that community, that grieving community. But the president is also expected to talk with community leaders, meet with first responders, law enforcement as well. But the big moment there today is comforting those family members. We understand from the White House press secretary that the president will deliver remarks around 1 o'clock where he's expected to call out this despicable act for what it is, terrorism motivated by hate. The press secretary was asked on Air Force One, will the president, when he calls out this incident, will he also call out the figures who push replacement theory? And she said the White House does not want to give them a platform, especially on this day when the president is there to comfort those families.
And Aaron, investigators are saying that the suspect was there outside the supermarket conducting reconnaissance the day before the shooting, and that he also made a visit back in March. What are authorities looking into about those visits?
The suspected shooter, Peyton Gendron, was likely standing just 2 months ago exactly where President Biden is standing now, over my right shoulder. Here he is laying flowers and adding his flowers and prayers to the ones that are already beneath that tree in memory of the 10 people shot and killed. Back in March, Peyton Gendron was scoping the place out. He was making drawings of the supermarket down to the aisles where he could allegedly maneuver during Saturday's shooting. And then on Friday, he arrived here from his home near Binghamton after a 3.5-hour drive. The authorities have him on license plate readers and other video evidence, and it appears he came once again to this supermarket in preparation for his alleged attack. They are now trying to work backwards to find out in March who he might have come into contact with, whether he made any statements, and exactly what he was doing here in what seems to be a precursor visit.
And Kenneth, the president is also expected to call for more action on gun legislation today. What do we know about that?
Yeah, we expect the president will call on Congress to take action to keep what he calls weapons of war off the streets. Authorities say the Buffalo gunman used an AR-15 style rifle. The president will say this country has to keep guns out of the hands of criminals and people who have serious mental illness. And sources say the president will call on Americans to embrace the diversity that makes up this nation as this country continues to deal with white supremacy. Diane.
And Aaron, how is the community there reacting, not only as we learn more about how this event unfolded, but now having the president and other leaders there drawing attention to this?
Well, the community, I think, is still reeling and preparing to bury 10 of their own. They are still asking nagging questions about why, about whether anybody knew in advance. It seems as if, based on social media postings that we've obtained, much of the plan for this attack was there for, if not anyone to see, for at least some people to see if they were only looking for it. The authorities, though, are only getting a look at this stuff now for the first time and trying to ascertain just how premeditated this attack appears to have been, and that could eventually factor into a prosecution. Today, they're focused on the kind of healing that the president is trying to bring on behalf of a grieved nation, and to highlight some of the reforms that perhaps he thinks could prevent the next Buffalo from happening.
All right, Aaron, Kenneth, thank you both.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.